But Lady Tremaine is basically here to give Nivia a warning. Believe me when I tell you, I can make your life miserable if I want to. Hi everybody, this is Lady Sweetheart and welcome back to the Disney Princess Challenge. So if you caught the last episode, you probably remember why our Nivia here is looking so shocked and surprised. And it is because none other than Lady Tremaine has showed up at her door. So Nivia, wanting to make sure that Lady Tremaine doesn't come in the house where the kids are, decides to step outside to talk with her. Although clearly she's still quite shaken up about it. She didn't really have the option of trying to pretend like she's not there because, as you can see from the door, you can see through the door. So she knew that Lady Tremaine saw her, but she's a little surprised as to why she's here because Prince Noel is not here. Prince Noel actually left in the middle of the night. So, she might be inclined to think that's what Lady Tremaine was here for, right? To try to see where Prince Noel was, but he's not. So as far as Nivia knows, Lady Tremaine doesn't know about her and Prince Noel. Of course, we know that she does, but Noel hasn't told her that. But Lady Tremaine is basically here to give Nivia a warning. She is basically telling her, look, I know about you and my husband. I know you have children with him. I know everything. However, I'm willing to keep it secret as long as you don't try anything funny. She's basically explaining that she has plans for her daughter to assume the role of royal heir, and she doesn't want it getting out that Prince Noel has any legitimate children out there. So she's like, basically telling her the same thing she told Noel, like, don't get in the public eye. I don't want them hearing about you and my husband. I don't want anyone finding out about your secret children. Basically don't do anything dumb and we're cool. Of course, Nivia is not happy about any of this. And it's easy to see why she would be really concerned here. But unfortunately for Nivia, the conversation is not about to take a better turn. Next, Lady Tremaine tells her, look, I know exactly who you are, and believe me when I tell you, I can make your life miserable if I want to. So don't mess with me. Basically, Lady Tremaine just came to warn Nivia the same thing that she warned Prince Noel. But of course, Nivia finds it extra troubling to hear Lady Tremaine say she knows exactly who she is. Because even though she just told Prince Noel about that in the last episode, she's pretty sure that that's not something Prince Noel would tell her. So the conversation she just had with Lady Tremaine has her extremely worried. The thing of it is, Lady Tremaine doesn't realize that everyone in the world does not think like her. Like, she is assuming that Nivia would do something she would do because she's looking at it from her own frame of mind, if that makes any sense. So, in other news, though, it is New Skill Day, which I love because that means we should be able to, at least with these toddlers, get them working on their skills. Super helpful because Sims do build their skills much faster on New Skill Day. So hopefully we will make some real progress with the kids, especially the toddlers. Cinda Sneezy just became good friends with Gavin Grumpy. I love to see that because I think I've kind of thought of a way. I know I said it in the comments. I love this little dance party they're having too, by the way. But yeah, I know I said something in the comments to a couple of you in last week's episode, but I said that I loved how Grumpy turned out so much that I'm really looking for a way that I can kind of keep him involved in the story. And I think I kind of have an idea. Of course, I won't give it away because I want you to be surprised. But needless to say, I'm happy about that. So I like to see that him and Cinda are getting a good bond. Although I think Cinda and Blair are really, really good friends. And I don't think I've had them become BFFs, but I do want to do that. So while I'm thinking about it, I am going to have her ask Blair to become best friends forever. Because they're twins. I want them to be super close. Aw, they're best friends forever. But yeah, I've also kind of thought of a way to keep Blair in the storyline. But again, I don't want to give all that away to you guys. But needless to say, I am super excited for what I have planned for the kids. Nivia, please don't burn the house down. I thought she had a pretty high cooking skill. She's like level 10, so she really shouldn't be close to burning the house down. Oh, that reminds me, you know what I should do? I should have, now that kids can cook with their parents, I should start having Cinda cook with Nivia because, you know, part of the thing with Cinderella is not only does she clean, but she's supposed to cook as well. I've actually even thought about downloading the Talented Kids mod so that we can have Cinda start cooking right away. But we'll see. Devin Doc reached level 5. Oh my gosh, look how close Doc is on his skills. He just has to get his communication up a little bit and he will be ready to age up. But again, we have to have Dolly there too. Actually, she doesn't have that much work to do because communication is super easy. So we should be able to age them up today, which is super exciting. And Dolly Dopey mastered the potty skill. But yeah, I think that these kids, oh my gosh, Grumpy is cracking me up. It's like this is the only time that this boy is happy is when he's getting his groove on. Like he can borrow a little bit of his twin sister's happiness when he gets to dance, which honestly is kind of cute. So I want to double check with the kids to see if they are where they need to be for school. I think I did get them there. I don't know if they have a level 4 skill though, because that's what they will need eventually. Blair does, and it looks like Cinda does. Oh my gosh, Grumpy's a level 7 motor. It's all that dancing, I'm telling you. Oh, and Happy is ready. That's awesome because they should have school tomorrow in the game. But yeah, other than that, we just need to get these little toddlers aged up. It'll be a lot easier, I feel, once everyone's a child, not only because they're easier to manage, but because I can basically transform this whole basement into like an area for kids. Okay, Dolly, I feel like all you need to work on, yeah, is your communication, just like your twin. So why don't you come to this stuffed animal? But yeah, I can totally revamp the basement, make more bathrooms, like with actual toilets instead of like toddler potties. And I just think it'll be a lot easier then. I think one of the toddlers needs a bath. It's Doc, but he is busy working on his communication. Oh, never mind. He's done. He is ready to age up. So actually, yeah, Nivia, if you would come downstairs and give little Doc a bubble bath, that would be super helpful. And then Serena's going to use the potty. That's good. But you know, I think what I will have the children do is, since it's new skill day, I'm just going to have them work on their skills. Even though they have what they need for school, it can't hurt to build it up more. So I'm going to have Cinda and Happy talk with each other because they're both working on their social skill. Like that's what they're both focusing on. So that will should get their social levels up. Okay, Dolly, how are you doing, dear? Okay, you're getting close. And Cinda and Harper just became good friends too, which is awesome. But yeah, actually, we only have a little bit to go here with Dolly. And then once she gets her skill up, we can age her and Doc up, which is super exciting. And then we will only have one toddler left. I can hardly believe it. Little Serena here. How is she doing on her skills? Oh my gosh, look how much that brought her potty up. I'm pretty sure she had just gotten to the point where she could go by herself. You know what? Go again. We're going to take advantage of this, darn it, because like it's hard to get them to build their potty skill. But I don't know. I don't know if it would be on this sim day, but we could probably get Serena to age up by the end of the episode too, which is super exciting. Okay, Dolly got her skill up. That's awesome. So you know what time it is. So Devin is the older twin, so we will have her age him up first. And I think I will have Dolly just start making her way up here to make things faster. All right, it looks like Nivia does have little Doc here. Ready to blow his candles out. And I'm going to have her add candles so we can age. Okay, so Doc aged up. I do definitely want to put him on the mental skill because he's Doc. So we just have to think of a good negative trait. I do want to make him like a genius when he gets older, but we need a negative one too. I know I definitely want Serena to have lazy because I think that makes sense with, you know, her being late, like sleepy. But I don't know about Doc and Dolly. I wonder if geek would count as a negative trait. I think it would because, I mean, people use that sometimes in like a negative way. I don't think it's a bad thing to be a geek, but I know when someone says, hey, they're a geek, they don't mean it in a nice way most of the time. And it does, I know, make them get tense more often. Like you have to make sure they're playing video games and that kind of stuff. Like it basically can make things a little more challenging. So I think I'm actually just going to make him a geek because I think that fits in with him being like little studious guy. All right, so Dolly got here just in time. And wow, Gavin is already motor level 8. He is rocking it. Harper is social level 6, which is also amazing. Aw, Cinda came over to watch her little sister age up. That's so cute. Okay, so Dolly aged up. She is going to be silly. So I do want to give her goofball eventually, but again, I don't think that's negative. But I have to figure out an aspiration. I feel like when someone's funny, it's usually more social, but we've already given 2 of the kids social. Why don't we just give her motor? Like, just have her work on her motor skill, and then I have to pick a trait for her. You know what? Maybe we make her a slob. Like, she's funny, but she doesn't really, you know, take care of things very well. And I think that would make things interesting with Cinda in the house since she's going to be like neat and clean up after her siblings. I think that's a good one. Okay, so we will start with our oldest, Mr. Doc here. Take all that off. Oh my gosh, he is so cute. Like, I feel like as a toddler, I saw a lot of Prince Noel, but I think now that he's gotten a little bit older, I do see a little bit of Nivia also, which is super exciting. And he is blonde. It's just a little different shade than that. And then let's take a look at Dopey. So take that off. Oh my goodness. I know, I mean, she's got makeup on, which I don't really want to have her have, but my gosh, like she is so pretty. Like she is beautiful. Jeez, Dopey. I feel like all of their kids are just gorgeous. Now, they could age up to teens and end up being disasters. I don't know. But so far, Noel and Nivia's kids are just absolutely stunning, in my opinion. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and give Doc and Dopey their makeovers, and I will see you when I am done. All right, I just finished making over Doc and Dopey. So let's go ahead and take a look. So this here is Devin Doc. I did really stick with the look that he had as a toddler, mostly because I thought it was just perfect for him as it was. But I think he is a total cutie, and I love that he has a different look than his brother. Like, they're brothers, but they have very different looks, which I really like that variety. But I'm going to go through his outfits. If you remember, gray has always been Devin's color, and so I dressed him in a lot of gray, and I tried to keep in mind that he is a whiz kid. So I thought, you know, he probably wants to dress nice, but also kind of on the conservative side. And you'll see too, like I dressed them for winter. I think I talked about that last time. Even their non-seasonal outfits, I still kind of try to dress them for the season. So anyway, here is Dolly Dopey. So here is Dolly Dopey up close. She is an absolutely beautiful little girl. However, what I decided to do with Dopey is because she has the slob trait, I wanted to give her a kind of like messier type of hairdo. I thought she probably wouldn't want her hair long. She'd probably like keeping it a little bit shorter. And I also tried to reflect it in her outfits. Like I didn't make her quite as dressy for most of her outfits. I just thought, you know, with her being a rambunctious scamp and also a slob, she probably isn't the type of little girl that wants to devote a lot of time to what she wears, unlike like Cinda and Blair or even Happy. So you will see that reflected in her outfits. Now this one, I did dress her up a little because I thought, you know, this would be like where I think Nivia would be like, it's your formal outfit, like you have to wear a gown. But I still kind of had her updo like a little bit messy here. So there's a little bit of Dolly still there. But yeah, I'll scroll through the rest of her outfits. You know, her color is purple, so I did stick with that. So hopefully you like the makeovers that I gave for Dolly and Devin, let's get back to the game. All right, we are back in the game. We are down to one lonely toddler here. Little Miss Serena Sleepy, who is actually fast getting there on her own skills, if you really think about it, especially with this being skill day. But yeah, I did go ahead and change the beds over here. So now we just have the one toddler bed for Sleepy. You know, we have Cinda and Blair's here. We have Devin and Dolly's here. And then we have Happy and Grumpy's over here. So eventually this is just going to get converted to a child area. I did go ahead and start adding some child stuff down in this area. I thought as we transition, I could just kind of eventually make everything more for kids instead of toddlers. So you can see like Blair is over here drawing some pictures at the art table. And then I also got one of these science tables because I thought like Doc, for example, would love to use that. And I love that Snowy Escape gave us a new science table. Man, that old one was just so ugly. Like I love using it for my whiz kid type of kids, but it is such an ugly thing. And this is so much cuter. So I do have Doc and Dolly doing their homework so that they are ready for school, because I think that they did age up in time to have school tomorrow with Cinda and Blair and Happy and Grumpy. Yeah, they have class, so they are ready to go. I love the whole opposite twin thing that we have going. Like we have Doc, who's like studious and intellectual, and then we've got Dopey, who's more silly and goofy. And then we have Happy and Grumpy. Obviously, we can see where that is opposite. And then we've got Cinda, who had the independent trait as a toddler and is still really confident. And then we've got our little Blair Bashful down here, who's not quite as confident in herself. But, you know, maybe that'll change someday. But yeah, they're all kind of opposites in some way. And I just think that's super cute. And oh, I was just thinking about for Doc, I don't think that I added a chess table to this build. I mean, I can put it in the basement when we need things to fill the basement up, but we don't have one right now. Can he play the arithmetic game on the computer though? I could check that. Yeah, he can. It's just since this is new skill day, we might as well take advantage of that and let our kids get their skills up fast. And being on this little rocking horse thing has gotten Serena Sleepy's imagination up so much higher than it was before. So I am loving that. Okay, so it's the next day. It's about 1:45 in the afternoon in the game. And I have Nivia out doing some jogging because I thought, you know, now that the kids mostly are in school and Serena's about to be in school, I feel like that's something she would want to do. But looks like right now she really wants to eat. So I will send her home. And then little Serena Sleepy just got up like 12 or so. Like she slept pretty late. She must have been pretty conked out the night before. So I basically just have her working on her communication because she is so close to maxing out all of her skills. We should be able to age her up any minute now. Just a few more interactions, sweetie, and you should be ready to go. I feel like the others, it was kind of normal time. Well, maybe not Doc and Dopey as much, but for Sleepy, it's going to be really fast because she was just born in the last episode. But the thing of it is, things went a lot faster with Sleepy because she wasn't a twin. So we got to focus a little bit more on her. And that definitely helped. Oh, the kids are home from school, and it sounds like somebody got their grade up. Okay, so Harper, Gavin, Cinda, Blair, Doc, and Dopey, they all came home with B's. Yay! Serena is ready to age up. Nivia, are you done with your cereal, hun? It looks like you are. Help little Serena Sleepy blow her candles out. The final toddler to age up. And I did have the kids come in to watch some TV because they all came home from school pretty stressed because I did have them working hard. So they're just in here enjoying some nice kids TV. And here's little Serena blowing her candles out. And that will make our final one, and we can completely make everything centered around kids, which is going to be very helpful. Okay, suddenly she's blonde. I will fix that. So I did say that since she's sleepy, I wanted to make her lazy. Oh, and I have to give her an aspiration. Well, we've got 2 on motor and we've got 2 on social. I feel like if she's lazy, she wouldn't want to do school stuff. So I think I'm just going to make her creative, like bashful. There we go. All right, so you know what time it is. We're going to hop into Cass and check out a little Serena Sleepy. Okay, here is Serena Sleepy. Let's take off her skin details. Oh my goodness. She is super pretty. And she does have black hair. She's supposed to. But yeah, this is what she looks like before all of her CC makeover. But now that she's aged up, I do feel like I see some Prince Noel in her face too. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and make over little Serena Sleepy, and I will meet you back when I am finished. Okay, so I just finished Serena Sleepy's makeover, and you will see that what I did was I tried to keep in mind that she does have the lazy trait, so I didn't want to give her like too high maintenance of a look. So kind of like what I did with Dolly, I gave her just like a very easygoing kind of look. I didn't quite do the messy thing as much with Serena Sleepy, but just like I said, very easygoing. I wanted to give her braids. First of all, nobody has braids yet. Also because they're very easy to maintain, and I thought that made sense for somebody, you know, that wants to be lazy. So yeah, this is Serena Sleepy's makeover. Oh yeah, and her color is dark blue. Okay, I feel like that was the most random explanation of my makeovers ever. But anyway, yeah, that's Serena Sleepy. I hope you like her. I'll see you back in the game. Okay, so we are back in game. I am going to right away get Serena Sleepy after she reacts to first snow. I'm going to have her get started on her homework because she will have school tomorrow. Here we are, all 7 of our dwarfs doing their homework like good little kids. As much work as 7 kids is, it is pretty cute, I have to say. All right, well, you can go ahead and eat, and then when the kids are done, I will have them come out and have their dinner as well. Wow, Cinda ate fast, and now she's cleaning up, which I love since she's going to be our little cleaner. One of these days, I'll have to have her start cooking with Nivia since that's going to be something she'll need to do. I don't like, though, how it doesn't count for the cooking skill when they get older. Like, it counts for one of the kids' skills, and that would be super handy because if you know Cinderella's story, you know that she's got some cooking and cleaning coming up. I think it's super exciting that we are almost done with this generation. I did check off camera and we actually have done everything we need to do for the Snow White generation, except it did say that the children should age up with 1 positive character trait if you have parenthood, which I will do. And I mean, we all know, if you watch my baby challenge, you know it's going to be responsible because that's just the easiest one to do. But in a way, I almost feel like you shouldn't really have to follow that because it's only 1 generation where you have this goal, and if you don't have the parenthood pack, you wouldn't have to do it. So it's almost like you're punished because you have an extra pack, which I think is kind of crap, but you know, we'll do it anyway. But yeah, pretty much, other than responsibility, we are done. But it does say in the rules, the Cinderella generation starts when she becomes a teenager, so we can't really do that yet anyway. And if you ever are curious about the rules, I do always link them in the description of my Disney Princess videos. So if you ever want to look those over, that's where you can find that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about today's episode. I'd also love to know, who was your favorite dwarf so far? Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. Drop a comment below. I always love hearing what you have to say. It honestly makes my day. You all are so awesome. And I will see you later. Bye.